Now, I was gonna have another video out for you guys today, but today's video, we're gonna be going over the crypto market update, what happened yesterday and what is happening today, because both things are very important to be talking about. And we're gonna go over emotions again because of how important they clearly were here, as well as why you should be buying dips. Those are a bunch of things we're gonna be going over today because I'm very infuriated over seeing so many mistakes made within the markets on so many traders' parts, like simple things that you could just have skipped out on. And yeah, people I even know have made these same mistakes, but let's get into it. So what happened within the markets? Well, if you were living under a rock, if you're in the crypto space, you would know that $2 billion were liquidated within the crypto markets yesterday, which is the biggest liquidation event to happen within a day ever in the crypto markets. I mean, we had the 2021 crash due to crypto, or we had the COVID crash, we had the FTX collapse. Those were very big liquidation events. However, this is the biggest by far. And mostly this was all due to the news that Trump was imposing tariffs onto Mexico, Canada, and I forget what the other country was, but I do believe there's a third. However, what happened then is what ends up happening in reasoning to why the markets crashed as bad as they did. And yes, it was bad. I mean, a lot of altcoins got severely crapped on. But what's the mythology behind that? Like, why does that actually happen? The reason is because people will be into crypto and expecting short-term gains. This is most of the time inexperienced investors who know nothing about how this market operates. They see, hey, this guy turned $1,000 into 1.5 million within a day. Oh, so I should be able to do that. So let me put this into this altcoin that realistically, this altcoin is going to be a 2 to 5x in 4 months. But the thing is, they expect this altcoin to do 100x in a week. And so then once it starts tanking, well, then they're of course going to be out of that because it's not doing what they expected it to do. But more so, what happens a lot of the times, guys, why we saw these insane sell-offs, which really weren't too bad, was more so the fact that people were reacting to what Bitcoin was doing, hence causing Bitcoin dominance to get insanely high, at least 65%. But ultimately, yes, a lot of people who don't know how the market operates, and I like to put it like this, there's people who will get into crypto, and I myself have always said I have a set exit time to be out in spring of 2025. I've said that numerous times. And so what ends up happening, let's say someone else has that same methodology. They're going to exit out spring 2025. Well, what happens to these people is they will get into the markets. And if some event like this happens, they, without doing any further research, will feel emotions saying, oh my gosh, I could lose everything here. Their emotions start taking control of the wheel and they exit out of their tokens. They exit out of their tokens on insane dips. And guess what happens, guys? Guess what's already happened today? We're already rebounded. This is what I'm talking about. I've seen people do this time and time again. They will sell at lows. I saw some people selling Ski Mask Dog at 9 and 8 cents. And now guess where Ski Mask Dog is back up to? 13 and 14. You can literally look at wallet transactions and look at wallets that sold at those lows and who have bought back in. Like, it's insane to me to see this happening. But yeah, people will take a day's worth of news, and I've been in crypto for a decent amount of time now where I know that news realistically is not too much of an impact on the markets long term. And long term, we're talking about a length of a cycle, this being where I see spring 2025 to be coming in. So if I don't see this really affecting the spring 2025 cycle, then why would I go and sell myself? Instead, what I and a lot of other people did who actually know what to do in these situations, we ended up buying coins at severe discounts. And the coins that I literally mentioned yesterday on TikTok and on Instagram are now up in the range of 50 to 100% within the span of 10 hours. It's noon right now on Monday. I called that out around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Within 10 hours, it's up 50 to 100%. So again, this is the importance of buying dips. You have to have cash on hand in order to take advantage of this. Because an example I give time and time again is, let's say you bought in a coin at 10 cents for $1,000, but you have $2,000 to spend on that coin. Well, here's what's happening. You have $1,000 you put in now at 10 cents, you have $1,000 left over. Let's say that coin falls to 5 cents, but you're still very convicted in that coin. You still see it doing good long term. So you put in another $1,000 at that that 5 cent mark. So now you have $1,500 in that token right now. You've invested $2,000. So your profit, your P&L right now is negative $500. Well, let's say that coin goes back to where you initially invested. How much would you have then? You'd actually have $2,500, meaning you would be in profit $500. So again, that's the major importance of buying dips, because let's say instead you put $2,000 in all at once at 10 cents. And so then it dips to 5 cents. Well, now you're down to $1,000. Then it goes back and you have no ammo to load back in. Well, then it goes back to 10 cents and now you're back to break even. Whereas if you would have saved some, you see who has the more amount of money at the end of the thing? It's a guy who bought the dip and DCA'd into his bag, rather than the person who full boarded at 10 cents and then, just couldn't afford to put any more in at 5 cents. Let's say it even dropped to 2.5 cents. There's a ton of different scenarios that could happen. That is why you see so many traders unable to find profit within the markets, because they don't know how to take profits. They don't know how to allocate money to certain places, and they don't know how to buy dips. A lot of people, guys, it's sad to see, and I hope you're not one of them, is they'll buy high and sell low. You literally can go on Dex Screener, look at a coin like Ski Mask Dog, and I guarantee you will find a lot of wallets who've bought high and who've sold low, who've sold in that 8 to 10 cent range per ski, and who bought back in at like 12, 14 cents. I can't explain it. It's just how the markets work in terms of emotions. I guess people have to experience that to learn it. I don't know. It's very mind-blowing to me how people can continuously do this. And not only that, but it's sometimes big wallets even do this. I've seen big wallets lose $20,000 on trades where they're buying high and selling low. And they've done it multiple times within the same coin. I can't explain it, guys. But yeah, that's realistically the market update. I'm still fine for the spring time. I mean, you guys, some people are, it's so over. And then things went down and you literally could have doubled your money depending on the coin. You'd gone up, heck, even 20% on 10K. You could have made, off of the 20% coin, you could have made $2,000 off of $10,000 buying the dip yesterday. So, this is what I'm saying. I'm just saying it how it is. It's crazy to see this how emotions react, but I hope if you were someone who's able to buy the dips, you see the power of doing so. If you were someone who was on the other side of things, you were the one who bought high, sold low. Take this as a lesson, okay? I don't mean to go and squander you because you made a mistake like that. But you should understand that that is simply a lesson that you have to take. If you're doing dumb decisions like that, then you need to start taking a step back and saying, am I applying my decisions with emotions or am I applying my decisions with logic? And use that to guide you, because you don't want to be doing the emotions one. Emotions will only take you so far, and most of the time it'll take you in the wrong place that you don't want to go. So with all that being said, I will see you guys later. Hope you guys liked the video.